Heart disease is the #1 killer in the world today. So what I'd like to look at today is heart disease preventable?
Did you know that from 2019 to 2020, heart disease cost an estimated $252.2 billion? That's a staggering figure, covering everything from healthcare services to medicines and even lost productivity due to death. But here's something you might not expect. There are natural foods that can help reduce the risk of heart disease to a minimal level, all while improving your heart health from the arteries to its overall function. Join us as we explore the wisdom of Barbara O'Neill, a renowned health teacher and coach who champions the body's natural ability to heal itself. Stay tuned to learn about the surprising foods that could help reverse heart disease.
The proverb says, keep the heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. How can we keep the heart with all diligence? I'm going to be looking at a couple of things tonight. I'm going to show you how to keep the heart with all diligence, but I'm going to also show you about the issues of life. What do you think the issues of life is? The issues of life is the blood that's, of course, being pumped by the heart. And when our heart stops, we stop. So there are many things that you can do that can keep that heart strong.
Barbara O'Neill is a well-known health expert with a deep passion for natural healing. She has dedicated her career to promoting a holistic approach to lifestyle and health. Barbara has shared her expertise at health retreats and conferences, both in Australia and around the world. She's helped countless individuals overcome various health issues like digestive problems, hormonal imbalances, and chronic diseases. What sets Barbara apart is her ability to break down complicated health concepts in a way that's easy to understand. Today, we'll focus on one of her key teachings, natural foods that can help the heart. According to Barbara, certain foods not only help prevent heart disease, but can also improve overall heart function. 1. Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is a remarkable herb. And cayenne pepper has 3 effects.
You might think of cayenne pepper as just something to spice up your food, but Barbara O'Neill highlights that this fiery pepper has incredible health benefits, especially for your heart. So why is cayenne pepper good for you? Let's hear from Barbara herself.
Cayenne pepper, #1, thins the blood. #2, it is a vasodilator. It opens the blood vessels. And #3, it strengthens the arterial walls.
Barbara O'Neill explains 3 key ways cayenne pepper supports cardiovascular health. It acts as a vasodilator, strengthens arterial walls, and thins the blood. But what do these benefits actually mean? Cayenne pepper contains a powerful component called capsaicin. You may not be familiar with it, but it plays a major role in improving blood flow and overall heart health. Capsaicin works as a vasodilator, which means it helps widen your blood vessels. By doing so, it makes it easier for blood to flow through your arteries and veins, reducing the strain on your heart to push blood through tight spaces. Simply put, it lightens your heart's workload. Next, when it comes to strengthening arterial walls, cayenne pepper shines again. It's packed with antioxidants that protect your blood vessels from damage caused by free radicals. This helps keep your arteries strong and healthy. Plus, capsaicin in cayenne pepper can reduce chronic inflammation, which further supports arterial health. Thirdly, Barbara mentions the blood thinning effect of cayenne pepper. It can prevent your blood platelets from clumping together, which means a lower risk of blood clots and improved circulation overall. Now that you know how cayenne pepper benefits your heart, how do you take it?
Start with 1/4 teaspoon in about 1/3 cup of water just before each meal. Throw it down, it'll tingle a bit, but the tingle stops.
Barbara recommends taking a teaspoon of cayenne pepper before meals, or if that's too intense, 3 capsules 3 times a day. Now, it might burn a bit at first, but don't worry, the heat fades quickly. So, it's clear that making cayenne pepper a part of your daily routine is a simple yet effective way to keep your heart and blood vessels healthy and functioning at their best. 2. Celtic salt.
So when everyone at work is going out to get their coffee or their cigarette to get a boost, you just get your crystal of Celtic salt, put it on your tongue, have a glass of water, and you watch that little energy boost that you will get. And you won't get the drop like they will all get.
Today, we're talking about Celtic salt.
Celtic salt is grey. Hasn't been bleached, and it's very, very high in minerals.
When used regularly, Celtic sea salt can benefit your heart by regulating irregular heartbeats and keeping your blood pressure in check. But what makes this salt so special? It's all about the mineral content, especially magnesium. Barbara explains that today's soil and plants are often mineral deficient, meaning our bodies may not be getting the essential minerals we need. To help balance this, she recommends taking a pinch of Celtic salt before a glass of water. This simple step can help restore and maintain your body's mineral content.
The soils are mineral deficient today. The plants are mineral deficient today. And so doing this every glass of water is an excellent way to start to recover some of the minerals that so many people in New Zealand, Australia and America today are deficient in, especially the magnesium.
According to Barbara, caffeine is one drink that can deplete the body's magnesium and calcium levels, which are essential for heart health. Many people have turned to caffeinated drinks without realizing the significant health risks they pose. Caffeine not only contributes to dehydration, but also leads to heart malfunction and irregular heartbeats. This is where Celtic salt becomes crucial, as it helps replenish the body's magnesium levels. However, for a truly healthy heart, Barbara strongly advises cutting out caffeine altogether to avoid these harmful effects.
Now, there is one drink that leaches the magnesium and the calcium out of the body, and that is caffeine. Now, there was a bit of a groan last night when I mentioned this one. I call it Australia's darling. Is it New Zealand's darling too? What's a darling? Something they love. And it's very, very effective at leaching the calcium and the magnesium out of the body. And most people don't realise that that coffee is a huge contributing factor to dehydration, to heart malfunction, and also to imbalance in heartbeats. So there are some things that have to stop if you want to keep the heart withal diligent, and one of them is caffeine, because of the way it leaches the magnesium out of the body. And as you can see by what I just described, magnesium is so important. Anyone that comes to me with high blood pressure, we do quite a few changes, but we always supplement with magnesium because it keeps that heart muscle at rest.
Celtic salt is packed with minerals, and one of the most important for your heart is magnesium. In fact, it contains 3 types of magnesium: magnesium sulfate, magnesium bromide, and magnesium chloride.
Celtic salt has 3 magnesiums: magnesium sulfate, magnesium bromide, and magnesium chloride.
Now, you might be wondering, is Celtic salt hard to find? Not at all. You can easily pick it up from stores near you. Thanks to its rich mineral content, Celtic salt not only supports your heart, but also balances your body's mineral levels. It's good for your nervous system, prevents water retention, and even helps your brain function better.
And when someone has high blood pressure, the magnesium is important to relax that heart muscle. So another reason why this salt is very important with heart disease, with high blood pressure.
Barbara O'Neill recommends a simple daily routine. Before each glass of water, take a small seed of Celtic salt. And remember, she advises drinking 8 glasses of water a day, which means you should consume a little Celtic salt before each one.
So when you take the water, take the salt. You don't need much, just a little bit. It restores the mineral balance inside the body.
So it's clear that adding Celtic salt to your routine can be a simple and natural way to boost your heart and overall health. 3. Ginger. Did you know that something as simple as ginger, a common spice we use in our kitchens, could have powerful benefits for your heart? It's true. Ginger, long praised for its medicinal qualities, not only helps with overall health, but plays a key role in heart health too. Barbara O'Neill explains that ginger works as a natural blood thinner and vasodilator, which means it helps open up your blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow. This reduces strain on your heart and improves circulation.
Ginger is also a blood thinner and also a vasodilator.
But how do you get the most out of ginger for your heart?
Ginger can be taken in many ways. My favourite is to grate it and pour boiling water on it and drink it. I love a hot ginger tea.
Barbara suggests a simple remedy. Make a soothing ginger tea by grating fresh ginger and pouring hot water over it. It's a warm, comforting way to boost your heart health daily.
If I'm travelling and there's nothing to eat and I see there's a juice bar, I'll get carrot celery and apple juice with double ginger. Oh, it's very nice.
For an extra refreshing option, try making natural ginger-only juice. With each sip, your heart and your overall well-being will thank you. 4. Hawthorn berry.
Hawthorn berry strengthens the heart. In fact, if the blood pressure's low, it'll bring it up. If it's high, it'll bring it down.
If there's one natural food that stands out for its remarkable heart benefits, it's the hawthorn berry. This little berry is packed with nutrients that support heart health in so many ways. One key reason is the presence of flavonoids, powerful compounds known to enhance the heart's pumping ability, making your heart work more efficiently. But that's just the beginning. Regular intake of hawthorn extract can help lower and regulate high blood pressure, improve blood flow, manage cholesterol levels, and even ease symptoms of heart disease. It's like a heart-boosting powerhouse in a tiny berry. Now that you know how beneficial hawthorn berry is for your heart, you might wonder how to consume it.
You can take it in many ways. You can take it as a herb tea. If you take it as a herb tea, being a dried berry, it needs to be gently simmered.
Barbara O'Neill recommends taking it in herbal tea or tablet form for the best results.
The rule of thumb is 2 teaspoons to a cup of water, and ideally you would have a litre of that a day. Or you can buy it in a capsule form or a tablet form.
And here's something even more comforting. According to Barbara, hawthorn berries can be safely consumed alongside blood pressure medications without any negative interactions.
And you can take up to 4,000 milligrams a day. It's a very safe herb and you can use it even in conjunction with blood pressure medication.
5. Water.
Have the water in the kitchen, have the water in your workplace. Sip, sip, sip. And if you sip, 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 and if at the beginning of every glass you take a crystal of Celtic salt, you won't be running to the little house quite as much. And you can see why, because the water is going to get inside the cell. So it's absolutely essential that we be well hydrated.
Would you believe that water, when consumed in the right amount, does more than just quenching your thirst and keeping you hydrated? But how much water is really enough to keep your heart functioning at its best and staying healthy?
Now, the only time you won't be able to exercise very well is if you're dehydration. So hydration is absolutely essential for proper heart function. But hydration is also important for something else, and that's keeping the blood nice and thin. It's very hard for the blood to be pumped efficiently and effectively through the heart if the blood is thick.
Barbara O'Neill explains that drinking at least 8 glasses of water daily is key. In fact, she even suggests that water is the best natural blood thinner, helping the heart function more smoothly and with less strain.
Water. How much water a day? At least 8 glasses. They're 8-ounce glasses, little by little all through the day. It's the best blood thinner.
These days, many people reach for carbonated drinks to quench their thirst, often forgetting the benefits of water. But for a healthy heart and overall body function, it's essential to make water your go-to choice. Drinking the recommended volume can be easily managed by having a few glasses in the morning before and after breakfast, and then spacing it out throughout the day. So remember to drink more water. Your heart will thank you, as its blood-thinning properties help regulate blood flow and pressure, making the heart's job of pumping blood around the body much easier and more efficient.
The person's supposed to get out of the mouldy house. The person's supposed to get the mercury fillings out of their mouth, or instead of having tuna and salad for lunch, they have hummus or lentil burgers and salad for lunch. The person's supposed to stop smoking and drinking and high wheat, high sugar. And at the same time, that's a person's supposed to be eating highly nourishing food.
Barbara also emphasizes the importance of proper nutrition and maintaining a balanced diet. She highlights the value of eating nutrient-rich and revitalizing foods that are high in fiber, particularly plant-based fiber foods, which support digestion and heart health. For protein, legumes and lentils are excellent choices, and healthy fats can be found in nuts, seeds, and even coconut oil. These foods help the body absorb vital nutrients that contribute to overall healing and wellness, including the heart. Barbara also emphasizes the importance of exercise.
What else is important is exercise. Specifically, the high-intensity interval training. The high-intensity interval training are intervals of high intensity. So the high intensity, most of the research shows 30 seconds. That's not long.
Research has shown that regular exercise not only improves lung function, but also reduces inflammation throughout the body and enhances blood circulation. It's like giving your heart a workout that helps control and modify the risk of heart disease. So, getting moving isn't just good for your muscles, it's crucial for keeping your heart healthy too.
Exercise bike's easy, you're holding on if you're a little unstable. If you've got knee, joint, ankle, hip, the exercise bike is a lot easier.
Barbara O'Neill shed some light on a common misunderstanding when it comes to heart health. Many people reach for cholesterol-lowering medications like Crestor and Lipitor during a heart attack, thinking it's the solution. But, as Barbara explains, these medications block a pathway in the liver that's responsible for producing cholesterol. By doing so, they also prevent the production of coenzyme Q10, a crucial enzyme that protects the heart.
Well, your liver is the organ that makes cholesterol. And what this medication does, two of the most popular are Lipitor and Crestor, they block the pathway in the liver that the liver uses to make cholesterol, thus stopping the body making so much cholesterol. But that pathway is also the pathway that the liver uses to make coenzyme Q10. Have you heard of coenzyme Q10? That's your heart protective enzyme. So someone has a heart attack, goes on cholesterol-lowering medication to prevent a heart attack, they can actually be increasing the risk of heart attack. There is no research to show that Crestor and Lipitor prevent heart disease. Did you know that?
Here's the thing, the liver naturally produces cholesterol, and while we often hear that LDL, the bad cholesterol, is harmful, Barbara believes that's not the full story. The body doesn't create anything bad on its own. Both LDL and HDL work together to keep the balance. But when medications like Lipitor and Crestor are introduced, they stop the liver from doing its job, leading to low cholesterol levels, which can be just as dangerous as high levels. Barbara highlights 3 key risks of these medications: muscle wasting, memory issues like dementia and Alzheimer's, and even breast cancer. And surprisingly, she points out that there's no concrete research proving that these drugs actually prevent heart attacks.
Let me tell you the side effects of Lipitor. Muscle wasting, interested? Dementia, Alzheimer's, memory loss. And they've added another one to that now, breast cancer, because it's from cholesterol that all our hormones are made. In fact, if cholesterol levels go too low, that person's going to be vitamin D deficient and there are 2,500 receptor sites on the DNA for vitamin D. Body can't function without vitamin D, and vitamin D is made from cholesterol. Sex and stress hormones can't be made properly if you don't have enough cholesterol. Too low cholesterol is just as dangerous as too high.
Our heart is vital to our overall health, and how we care for it depends on our lifestyle choices and diet. Everything we eat and don't eat plays a role in how well our heart functions. From Barbara O'Neill's insights, we've explored various foods that can help reverse heart disease and support heart health. But it's not just about what we eat. Regular exercise and proper nutrition are equally important. Now that you know some key steps to take and avoid for maintaining a healthy heart, it's up to you to put this knowledge into action. Your heart's health and well-being are in your hands.